Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Here's the first carry of the game for Zach Moss. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 37. And he'll take this down to the 33.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson buying time to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Now it's Jackson. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now Burrow on 1st down. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made.
There we go.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Nickerson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
Burrow on play action. He's going to go up top again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On second down, Nickerson. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 24. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. Is to the sideline and incomplete. Nearly intercepted, in fact, but he couldn't hang on. 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And this is going to be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taking it about the 16. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. 11 empty.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
On 2nd down now, Nickerson fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's got his big tight end here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
11 empty.
first down. Here's Burrow. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up second down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why what we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal. It's some good running there. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knocking on the door. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's first and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams trying to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now after that sack, it's third and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. This is away, and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
On second and very short. Burrow throwing middle, and it's complete. 2 yards, good enough for first.
good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Ready?
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion left.
11 mighty.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. A good pickup there of 22.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And this is caught. A big play there just before halftime, and even 40 yards. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They'll run on first down. Nickerson. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaunt, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And with the play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Again, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Quick strike out wide by Jackson. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A gutsy call. 4th and short. They go for it. Look at the result.
Yeah, not only did they go for it, they threw for it, because to me it was stacked up for a run situation, strength on strength, and they decided to put the ball in the air, and what a result. Big time play.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this 2nd half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
When you spend your first-round pick on a pass rusher, you are absolutely counting on him to be an impact player. And there you go. Right away, he gets to the quarterback.
And guess what? Likely the first of many that we're going to see from that young man. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll look to throw here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taken in at the 22. 54-yard punt, 14 on the return, nets them 40. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. Now Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. To throw is Jackson. Yet again, targeting and fighting Mark Andrews. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. To throw again is Jackson. And this is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Second and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. His throw incomplete.
Well, you know me. Whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 12-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
shot here on the ground. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Jackson now. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They will throw on first down with Burrow. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out.
On 1, ready?
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Burrow. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Here we go.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it. Unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They needed two. They can only get one. Fourth down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10.
I'm one, right?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
On second and inches, Burrow. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Ravens force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He finds his man complete. That's Little. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a first and 10. Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Throwing on second and long. Jackson finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Little. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They go play action now. Jackson, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Jackson to throw. Rolling to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now. He's been terrific so far. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are, but what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 30 yards there. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw, Burrow. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Burrow. And connects quickly to Jamar Chase. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 29-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Burrow. That is caught. It's Williams. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 13-yard line.
On one, ready?
2nd and 10.
11 MC, take. 11 MC, take. 11, 11, 11.
Burrow. He's got it. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Yeah, Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe call is to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Jackson to throw. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And incomplete on the deep ball. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Throwing, Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this... So conditioning going to be a factor here. Who can hold up to the test? It's overtime here in week 1. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Here we go. 12, 12, 12. 11 mighty, 11 mighty.
First throw in overtime now for Burrow. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is nearly intercepted. Oh, that would have changed things here in overtime, but instead, it's just second down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Burrow. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
11.
Burrow on third down. Open man is Chase, complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And this one is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
11.
Throwing, Burrow. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. On third down, Burrow. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. That last pass puts him over 300 yards now in the game. More importantly, though, big first down here in OT.
And the team around him has a lot of confidence now for picking up that first down. Everyone seems a little more energized. But did I hear you before the game call in and say, this is my quarterback for your fantasy league? Because he just gave you a good stat, didn't he?
He did, and I appreciate it. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
And like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to lead to a third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On third down, Nickerson. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop him short of a first down.
Burrow going for it on 4th. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT.
gun. Shot. Close,
In motion left, the tight end. On first down, Nickerson. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. McPherson's kick is good, and they have regained the lead. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? The overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
Here's Jackson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for Cincinnati, they needed overtime to do it, but they get the Week 1 victory thanks to the field goal. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat.
And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers.